Adolf Eichmann was the architect of Adolf Hitler's final solution. After World War II, Eichmann fled with his family to Argentina, eluding capture for nearly 15 years until he was caught by Israeli spies. The thrilling story of the hunt for Eichmann is now a new feature film, Operation Finale.
If you succeed, for the first time in our history, we will judge our executioner. And we will warn off any who may wish to follow his example. If you fail, he escapes justice, perhaps forever. I beg you.
Avner Avraham is a former Mossad agent. He worked as an advisor on the film, and he even landed a small cameo, and he's joining us here in studio tonight. Welcome to Clearcut. Nice to have you with us.
Good evening. Nice to have you.
So tell us about what it was like consulting on this project. Some very big stars in the cast. Ben Kingsley jumps to mind. Tell us about your experience.
Well, I'm working on this operation for 8 years. I became the world expert in this story. I made a small exhibition in the Mossad headquarters 8 years ago.
Right.
And the Prime Minister Netanyahu asked me to come to the parliament. Today we have a traveling huge exhibition in the state. Now, to work with this cast and the director Chris Weitz, it was great things for me because he gave me the ability to change. I came with all the small details, and all the operation is small details.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the details that made it a successful operation. Yes. Can you share some of those details?
Yes. For example, we prepared to shoot a scene that the agents is coming to the safe house, and all of them got Air France ticket.
Okay.
And they said it doesn't make sense because the agents coming from different places. They don't fly in the same flight. They don't use the same airline. So we needed to print out new labels.
So you mean in the film they had Air France tickets, and
yes.
you changed that for it to look more convincing and more true to the story?
Yes.
Now, why has this story been so important to you? As you said, you've been spearheading an exhibition with the artifacts from the Eichmann capture. Why does this resonate so much with you?
It's the biggest Mossad operation. And this operation related to Eichmann trial. And Eichmann trial is the Holocaust.
Right.
This is the most important issue for Israel and for the Jewish people.
You were a Mossad agent. Obviously, you're too high profile now to be a Mossad agent. Do you miss that line of work? Do you miss that kind of lifestyle?
No, it was enough, 28 years.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yes.
I can imagine that was very taxing.
Now I'm making movies, exhibitions, and writing a book about the operation.
You know, you look at the story, and it's so interesting to think about how the digital era would have impacted that kind of espionage operation. How do you think it is impacting Mossad operations and intelligence operations?
It reminds me the high school kids coming to my exhibition, and they see the Leica camera, the old film camera, and they don't understand why we need to wait 3 days to develop pictures.
Yeah.
And I always say that the fact that they don't know about this camera, they will not know nothing about the Holocaust. So it's a very low-tech operation, very primitive operation in the 1960s. But it's amazing how they made a fake car license plates, and they thought about all the small details. It was the school for the Mossad.
Now, it's been said that the Argentinian Jewish community were integral to this operation, and that some even suspected that it was Eichmann all along.
The Jewish community in Argentina helped a little bit. For example, one day a woman came to my exhibit with a picture of the car that her father gave the Mossad for the operation, and we used, by the way, the same model for the movie. But the Mossad didn't want to put the Jewish community in a dangerous situation, so they just helped with to rent cars and to find some apartments.
But did they know that this was Eichmann all along, or some of them living in the building?
All the idea is people helping the Mossad without knowing that it's part of operation.
Right.
For example, the Mossad smuggled Eichmann to the airport as a sick crew member, but they asked someone to go to the hospital and stay overnight and come with the papers. He didn't know that.
You know, the Mossad has the reputation of being the top intelligence agency in the world. Why do you think that is, very quickly?
Quickly?
Well, we were saying that the Mossad has the reputation of being one of the world's top intelligence agencies.
Yes.
We'll have to get your thoughts on that another time. But thank you so much for being with us. And Operation Finale in theaters August 29th. That is next Wednesday. Avner Avraham, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.